gotta say a word, keep getting me what I'm looking for. I just gotta tell everybody, I don't wanna keep it on the low. Goddamn, I love them. I love them. Goddamn, I love them. I love them.
Hey y'all. I told y'all I was gonna come and do a video on my podcast side. I think I may make another channel. I don't know. And just keep everything on this channel. I don't know. But this is Small Talks with Bree. Me. This is Small Talks. This is Small Talks with Bree. It's so bright in here, y'all. Kind of hurt my eyes a little bit. But I'm gonna get through it. But today's topic is I just got this with my walkout, so excuse me. Yes, I'm still in my workout suit, but I wanted to go ahead and do this while I had it on my mind and on my heart, and while I had the time, because I gotta get busy doing some other stuff. But anyway, today's topic is what is manifestation, and what's the difference between manifestation and manifesting and hoping and wishing. First off, we're gonna clear the energy. Nose itching. We're gonna clear the energy up in here, y'all. That's why I got my white candle lit. We're gonna clear the energy. I'm big on energy, y'all. That's why I don't like, you can't have everybody in your house. People bring things with them. You don't gotta believe it. We're gonna clear the energy. I'm gonna send some to your home, from my home to your home. This is Palo Santos. I don't like the way sage is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of strong. And I had learned something about the sage with the string wrapped around it. So a lot of people have converted from sage to Palo Santos because, so yeah, we're gonna clear the energy. But we finna get started, y'all. How y'all doing? What everybody said? Sisters, y'all all right? Ladies, y'all all right? Fellas, how y'all feeling? Let's see. Y'all, this is, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This is a Smart Looks and vocational rehab here in Mobile, Alabama. My counselor, Carmen Young, they bought me this last year or year before, something like that. And what it does, y'all, this thing does a lot. It holds pictures. You can put music on here if you want. But like, let's say if I'm at a store, because I do have low vision for those that don't know it. Like, I ain't blind, but I can't see as well as you. But what this does, like if I'm at the store and I maybe need to see the price of something, which I don't care, I haven't carried it out yet, but I do use it at home to read stuff, like if I can't see my mail or Kylie's homework, just stuff like that. But it makes it bigger for me, and you could change the settings of the light. You could change the brightness of the light. You can change the background, like let's say if you see better with a dark background or if you see better with a light background. This machine was very expensive, but this is one of the machines that I have that helps me see. So this is what I'll be using today. And as you see, it has the light. But first of all, manifesting is not thoughts, hoping, wishing, none of that. Because if you wish and hope, basically you're putting all of your dreams and your aspirations in the hands of someone else. And why would you want to do that? That's why I told you, anything outside yourself, don't even feed into nothing outside yourself. I wouldn't put too much into anything outside yourself. I know that when we say, like, let's say you say, I hope I win the lottery. I wish I could win the lottery. Because to be honest, we all want financial freedom. And that's what I'm working on now. I'm manifesting financial freedom. Because I am that type of person. I like nice things. And I like for my home to look nice. I like for my kids to look nice. And I like to look nice. But over the past 2 years, I've been very humbled with my finances. You know, and but I kept saying, I wish I could start a YouTube channel. I wish I could do this. And Spirit was like, you can. You have everything you need. Like I told y'all, I kept saying I didn't have it. But what I was doing was I was putting my money into material things that were not helping me get. Yes, it was keeping me looking nice, but it wasn't helping me get to where I, desired to be. So when you say, I hope I win the lottery, I wish I win the lottery, basically you're acknowledging the fact that you don't have, that you lack. And that's not the mindset that you want to have. You want to walk like you already got it. Like they say, walk in the room like God sent you. Walk like you already got those $1 million. Walk like you already got that dream house you want. Walk like you already have that dream car you want. Walk like you already have that husband, that life partner that you want. Because I know that's what I do every day. I speak those things over myself. Not only do I write them down, but I speak them. I be like, I'm gonna find my husband this year. I'm getting my husband. Just like with the channel, I manifested all of this. I manifested 1,000 subscribers. Hey fam, my camera, my storage had got full. I told y'all I'm waiting on this phone that ADRS is also buying. Because I don't know what's up with this phone. Like I've cleared everything, and the more I clear everything, it's like it keeps saying, I honestly think that phone has a virus. But I'm glad my air went off so y'all can hear me. But like I was saying, that's what I was doing. Like I had to be humbled. I don't even remember where I left off. But the tongue is very powerful. Like I even had to watch, how I was speaking over how I was speaking over my life and my dreams. I had to stop saying I hope and I wish, because who exactly are you talking to? Like nobody's gonna come and make those things happen for yourself. So you actually have to do the work in order to receive those things. So I'm gonna give y'all the real definition, the more realistic definition, that I could come up with of what manifesting is. So basically, manifesting is preparing your mind, body, and soul for what, you desire. You're preparing yourself. You're doing the work that actually calls in those manifestations, those dreams, those hopes, those aspirations. You have to take the steps. You have to take the necessary steps. Like you can't just be writing all these things down with no work. Like you have to do your part. And I think the biggest thing that we mess up when we get those things and we stop. No, you have to keep calling it in. Keep, you have to keep it. Because that's the only way you're going to keep it. You can't manifest it, get it, and then just walk off and leave it. But yes, I had to be humble, you guys. I had to be humble with my finances because you can't manifest without manifesting financial freedom. And that's my biggest lesson, I think, besides, self-love, is manifesting financial freedom. The freedom to move and spend without having to worry. I would like to think that everyone wants financial freedom. Because we want to take our kids places. We want to go places. I want to go to Hawaii. Like, come on. But I manifested everything you see me doing, everything you see me with. And you're not going to get those things if you have people around you that are not supposed to enjoy those things. And that's the thing. I think we want everybody to go with us. They can't. They have to be in alignment with you are. I would think you would want them to be in alignment with where you're going and what you're trying to do. Because, you can't just have anybody around you when you're trying to build brick by brick. And that's what I'm doing. I'm building brick by brick. That's why I didn't bring anything old with me, from the past, because I'm rebuilding. I'm on a new journey, a new path. And so everything in here is new. Everything in here is new. Actually, when I get off of here, I have to call and set up when I can go and look at washers and dryers, because I did not bring that one with me. But yeah, y'all, like, it's a difference. You don't wanna hope, wish. You're doing it wrong. What else? I already said that. I think I pretty much said everything. But manifesting is preparing your heart, mind, body, and soul for, what you want. And everybody, I don't know why people, it's pretty much the same thing as praying. It just takes a lot of more work. You're not leaving it, but I kind of think there is a difference, because you're not leaving it in the hands of, that's kind of like hoping and wishing though. If you're praying and just leaving it alone, no, you have to actually put the work in. Like there are necessary changes you have to make, if you want that type of life. Like, I want financial freedom. So that means, Sabrina, you have to make a decision. Do you want to put all your money into looking good right now, or do you want to invest? I decided to invest in myself. I bet it on myself when nobody else would. When I had all these men around me and I'm telling them my dreams and my aspirations, and nobody thought to invest in me, but I'm investing in them. So that's why I took a break from dating and being in a relationship, because I noticed, I'm investing in everybody, and they taking off and leaving me, and I'm right here looking like, no, scratch that. It's about me right now. It's about what I want and where I'm going. So in order to even get my attention, you have to be equally yoked with me. We have to be on the same page. And I'm talking about, yeah. So that's just what it is. So y'all, these are the books, baby. I got 3 of them. And I've been manifesting since 2021. Like maybe a year or 2 after I learned about manifesting, after I had my spiritual awakening, my first spiritual awakening, because you have more than one. When I had my first spiritual awakening in 2019, after that abusive relationship, I learned about manifesting, and that's when I started to call in everything. When I went to court, the situation with my son, it did not look too good at first, but I just kept writing it down. I kept at it, but I was making changes with myself as also, because I had a friend. He would tell me, y'all, he would be like, you're gonna have to detach. I was way more emotional than I am now. Like, I was way too emotional. And he said, before you get in that courtroom, he said, I'm finna have to work on you. And I thank him for that. We don't see eye to eye now, but I really appreciate him for that. I really do. It's no love, ain't no beef or nothing. Sometimes you have to just step back. He had things going on in his life. But he said, I'm finna have to help you, because he went through that. And I like people, because I feel like this, the only way a person can really advise you and lead you if they have been through it. I don't believe that nobody can guide me and tell me which way to go without first experiencing that. You can't tell nobody this is my personal belief. You gotta went through it to tell somebody how to get through it. Because how else? It gotta be from a personal experience. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But y'all, it's not as hard as you think. You have to want it enough. And I want it bad. I want change bad. I want better bad. I want my own house. I want another car for my kids. But like I said, I manifested 1,000 subscribers. I'm not going to show y'all, but I'm not going to do all that. But I did bring the books. To show y'all. So y'all know it's real over here, baby. It's real. My walk is real. And that's why I was led and pushed to even create this channel, so I could be proof, because I know there's a lot of doubters. God wants y'all to know he is in within. He gives you everything you need. Everything you need. You do not need to look outside yourself or to no one else. And that was something I was doing. I was looking outside of myself and looking to others when I create my own reality. So what I'm doing right now is rewriting my story. You can rewrite your story. It don't matter what you've been through. Yes, you can. I'm doing it right now, y'all. I'm rewriting my story. I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes. I've put myself in situations. I've stayed in situations I know I wasn't supposed to be in. But when you're really a genuine person and you love somebody, you don't want to leave their side. And especially when people tell you that you're all that they have, and they make you believe that they're all that they have. You're all that they have. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of it, you still have to walk away, y'all. Walk away. If you want something, you don't want it. I remember, despite anything, my brother telling me, he was like, you don't want it bad enough. Like, I don't always have bad things to say about people. I got good things that I can say about them too. You know what I'm saying? I don't always have anything bad to say, But I feel like people want you to always speak highly of them. But if you always want someone to speak highly of them, treat them better. Because y'all got a thing with wanting people to speak highly of you when you treated them awful. Like, I can't expect, if I treated somebody low down and bad, and I know I did them, I did something spiteful or whatever towards them, then I can't expect them to speak highly of me. Y'all want people to look at y'all in a certain light. Like, forget what was said and what was done. I'm not that type of person. I don't believe in mending things all the time, because I believe that time heals. And like I said, I believe people do things. I know people do things on purpose, because they think they gonna get away with it. I done been there. I was a rebellious teenager. I used to do stuff just because I knew I was gonna get away with it. And that's how some adults are. They don't never change their behavior. They're manipulative. But it's easy, y'all. And I advise anybody, if you're thinking about manifesting, do it. Get you a notebook. I work with the moon and the stars. You can call it crazy, but baby, even the millionaires use this. Even the millionaires, to call in those houses. Don't be fooled now. Don't be fooled, okay? You could do it too. Since 2021. And I got those 1,000 subscribers right when they were supposed to be gotten. I got this house when I was supposed to. It was a little delay with this house though, because I was dealing with people that I was helping that I shouldn't have been helping, and I couldn't move when I had wanted to because I didn't have the money. So what I did was cut everybody off. I didn't date. I didn't invest in no man no more. And I started taking money away, or I would buy household items. Like I was like the spice rack, like stuff like that. Like I was already buying little items. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't telling people, and I wasn't showing people that, because I feel like if you show people and tell people every step and they see you trying to elevate, man, they're going to try to get in the way. They're going to try to get in the way. I don't think nobody was genuinely happy for my growth. That's just how I feel. Not nobody around me, because I don't feel it. I don't feel it was genuine. Like they would say, I don't think anybody around me told me they was proud of me. I'm for real, like it's strangers did and do, but I don't get it from. Now my dad did last year, or was it the year before? He did. He told me he was proud of me, and that touched my heart. And I know that it's spirit trying to mend the relationship between me and my father. And I have to give it to him. He has been stepping up, y'all, for this past year. He has been stepping up. My stepsister said he talked about it for a whole week. She said, girl, he wouldn't shut up about it. I'm going over there to help Brenda move. And I was like, okay, because he's excited. My dad, I know he shows love different. And this is me. I accept people for who they are now. I don't even try to change them. I don't worry about it. I just put boundaries up. But he trying. He got a special way in showing that he cared. He always have showed me tough love. I used to always say, he want a boy. My daddy want a boy. And he treat me like a boy. And, that's why I'm a little softer with my kids. Not too soft, but I'm softer with my words. Because I know how they used to cut so deep with my dad. He used to say some awful stuff, y'all. That's why you got to watch, man, because it'll mess with your child's, it'll mess with their self-love for themselves. They'll be insecure. But, yes, manifest. I'm calling in everything. I manifested this house. I manifested being able to even see my son, even though they don't abide by the court order. That's something I have to handle for myself. But at least now I get to see my son. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you have to be grateful for the smallest. That's a part of manifesting. You have to be grateful for the smallest step. You have to be grateful for the smallest step. Excuse me. In order to be grateful for that big step. But it's pretty simple. You just have to be ready. Be ready to take the necessary steps. Be ready to cut. You gotta be ready. And I wasn't ready to really cut everybody out. That's why I wasn't getting to my full potential. Like, it wasn't so much that they were doing anything to me. It's just they did not align with where I wanted to go. Like, I can't sit out and party. I can't smoke all the time. You know, if you're trying to get somewhere, like, they ain't saying you can't do, you know, can't have fun or you can't do those things. It's just saying it's time and a place. You have to be willing to cut some things out in order to get where you want to be. And that is something that I did. And I just want everybody to know, you know, it was for me. It's all of this is for me and my kids, because we deserve better, and I know we deserve better, and I'm going to give us better, and I'm going to put the necessary work in to get better. Bottom line, you got to want it bad. How bad do you want it? All right, y'all. I ain't gonna keep y'all long. I'm gonna get up out of here. I love y'all. Get you a notebook. Go to the Dollar Tree. They're $1 all day. Get you a notebook, journal. Write down those things. Call them in. Write them down. Work with the moon and the stars, y'all. I'm telling you. All right, y'all. Love you. Bye.